Hi guys. She wanted to say hi before she jumped in the tub. So, bath time for you.
Okay, bye.
I know you're all wondering where I've been. Sorry, she's moving the floor as she walks. So it's moving the camera. I know you're all wondering where I've been. I got the nasty C word. Yeah, the C19 word. You can still hear it in my voice. Um, my husband got it January 27th, and I came down with it a few hours later on January 28th. And by February 4th, I was in the hospital, isolated in ICU, literally fighting for my life. They weren't sure if I was going to make it the next day or two. When I went into the ER, they took x-rays, of course, because I told them, I'm sure I have COVID. I walked into the hospital to the registration desk and I told them, I said, you're going to have to get a wheelchair. There is no way I'm going to make it to the back with my breathing. And I just knew it was COVID. So my husband had tested and I did not test because I thought, I know what it is. Why test? They gave him an antibiotic and meds to help him. And for him, it was nothing. For me, it was major. Like I said, by February 4th, I was in the ER and they had, excuse me, I'm still coughing. I still have a hoarse voice. That's why I waited so long to do the video, because there have been days and times when I've had no voice, not even a whisper. But I went to the ER. The doctor listened to my lungs. They took x-rays, of course. They took a COVID test. I was positive. And the x-rays showed that my right lung was completely full and my left lung was almost completely full. When the specialist, the lung doctor, came down to the ER to talk to me, originally, if they were going to send me home, I was going to get the monoclonal antibodies, but since they decided they better keep me in case my oxygen tanked, at least I'd be there to get some. Then it was remdesivir. So the doctor came down to talk to me, the lung specialist, and he was shocked that I was breathing room air and not on oxygen when he saw me. He was surprised. I was surprised that I had pneumonia. So what I had was C pneumonia. And to the best of my knowledge, to the best of their knowledge, they just go with whatever the latest one is as to which, what is the word I'm looking for, which variant I have. So that would have been I'm going to mess it up, Omicron variant. Excuse me for all the coughing. Maybe this will help. Diet Sprite. Because y'all, I cannot handle Diet Coke anymore. Since I got this, I can't stand the taste of it. It just tastes weird to me. I did have that time when I was released. Actually, the day I was released is when my taste started tasting metallic. But they were shocked that I was full of pneumonia, because even the doctor, when he listened to my lungs, didn't hear it. And when I breathed, I didn't feel it, but I just knew I was short of breath. I didn't know how to even describe it to my husband. I'm like, I have no air. I'm just short of breath. It's like everything I do takes my air away. It took me 3.5 hours to take a shower that day before I went in, between getting everything ready, getting the shower, getting dressed. While I was doing that, my husband was shoveling a path to the car, and my daughter was helping him because we had a snowstorm a few days before that, a really big one. And that's one of the reasons, I didn't go in sooner, is because of that. I should have gone in sooner. I should have gotten tested. But I spent 9 days there. And from the moment I got into the room, the nurse started talking to me about intubation. And I was very clear, I don't want to be intubated. And every day that nurse would talk to me about intubation. And he was like, maybe it's best to talk about it so that if the time comes, you're not like surprised by it. He's like, we don't do it here. We would send you to a better hospital than this, because I was just at the hospital in my town, which is a little rinky-dink hospital, but I had excellent care. I really did. And it is a good thing they admitted me. My oxygen did tank a couple days later. I was on 100% oxygen, and I believe it was 40 liters, if I remember correctly. It was a lot of oxygen, y'all. It was a lot. But as fast as I went on it, I also came off it, which doesn't happen, is what I was told. This just never happens. There's a lot that happened while I was there, spiritually for me, but not everybody will get that. But I know it was the Lord who spared me. Only my husband could come visit because COVID, ICU. My daughter could have come if she was 12, but I could only have one visitor a day. So my husband would come. If she was with him, she'd wait in the waiting area. If she wasn't with him because she was at school or at my mom's, then he could stay a little longer. Because he had COVID before me, basically the same time, he was on COVID leave. Thank God. Thank God that he was, because that was something, y'all. That was scary. It was scary. I think the worst part was the mental part of it, to be quite honest. It's bad enough when you can't breathe and they're turning up the oxygen and you want it to go the other way. But what can you do? I'm doing all I can do. My body needs to cooperate. It just wasn't. And I know I'm saying a lot, sorry. But I'm sure you guys have been wondering, or at least some of you have been wondering, where is she? I thought she was going to do more videos. And that is my intention. That was my intention until I got this. So, since January 28th, and today is March 18th, and in half an hour it'll be March 19th. Since January 28th, I have been sick, battling the C word and its side effects. And they told me I am so sorry, y'all. They told me it would be a long road as far as getting my oxygen up and stuff. So I carry around one of these little handy dandy pulse oximeters. I hate this thing. It's life-saving, but I'm ready to get rid of it. But I'm just not quite there yet. Right now, my oxygen runs 94 to 99. When I'm not moving, it's closer to 99. When I'm up and moving, sometimes it'll go up, and sometimes it'll go down. It just depends what I'm doing. But I'm moving more now that I can, now that I have air too. But that thing is always with me, and I'm ready to let it go. I'm ready to release that out. I'm tired of having it hang around my neck and be with me 24/7. I just want to be back to my old self. And y'all know I was already having short of breath issues and mobility issues. This really set me back, like way back. But I'm almost back to where I was. Almost. we did try when the day I came home was Valentine's Day, so I guess I was in there for 10 days. 10 days. But the day I came home was Valentine's Day, and we knew getting in the house was going to be a struggle. I mean, there's only like 2 steps and then a little step into the door, and they're not big steps either. But I got halfway down my sidewalk from the car, and I was out of oxygen, and my husband had to quickly run in the house and grab a chair for me to sit on. So I'm catching my breath. It was very cold that day. I'm catching my breath in the cold. I'm trying to slow my breathing down, trying not to have a panic attack. Y'all, I have never had a full-blown panic attack until I was in the hospital with this. It was the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life. I literally thought I am losing my mind. I mean, sure, you get anxious about somebody else driving or something like that. And of course, I struggled after I had the wreck, with getting in a car and driving the car. And the more you do it, the better you get. But nothing like this. I really thought my heart was just going to pop out of my chest. And they were trying to calm me down. They're like, listen, your oxygen's good. You're okay. And I heard that, but I couldn't hear that. And they kept leaving the room, which made it worse. One nurse, she came in the room, like literally busted in the door, and she's like, is she okay? Because her breathing patterns are really, like her heartbeat patterns crazy. I just looked at her and I was like, I will be. Like, what do you say? That was the scariest thing. God help anybody who struggles with panic attacks like that. Because after I had that one, I had the constant fear of having another one. And like I said, this whole experience has been a big spiritual battle for me. I'm not here to say you should get the jab or you should not get the jab. As far as I'm concerned, that's up to you and that's your business. It's none of mine. Whether I have the jab or not is nobody's business either. But, excuse me. I do want to say, if you think you do have COVID, please go get tested right away. I said the word. I said the C word. But please go get tested right away. I'm not monetized anyway, so it probably don't matter. But get tested right away because they can give you some medicines that may help you to not get as bad as I got. My husband thought I was crazy. He didn't even think I had COVID when we went. And he was getting annoyed that it was taking me so long to get ready. And I was annoyed that he wasn't understanding. But it wasn't easy for me to explain either what I was feeling. I didn't know how to explain it. He was surprised that I tested positive for COVID. He thought I was just saying it because he had it. But I knew right away something wasn't right. As far as me having that. I said that word again. But he, I did have it. He started getting better. And I was getting worse. Which is why I went to the hospital in the first place. So that is where that all started. And if I don't cut this short, this isn't going to upload easily. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Hopefully I can come back and make another video soon, y'all. I do miss making videos. My daughter really misses making videos. But please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell. It just notifies you whenever I upload a video, which hopefully will be a lot sooner as I get better. All right, guys. That's where I've been. I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye.